students, good morning everyone. Okay students, in the previous class we learned about if function and nested if function. Okay, sort and filter commands. Okay, what is the shortcut key for filter command, students? Shortcut key for filter command. What is the use of filter? What is the use of filter? Shortcut key. Shortcut key for filter command. What is nested if? So what is the use of nested if function and what is the shortcut key to apply filter in MS Excel sheet? Very good, from ADC KKD, yes, very good. Very good morning. As the shortcut key to apply filter is Control Shift L. Control Shift L to apply filter in sheet, and again if you want to remove the filter, again press Control Shift L. So otherwise you can go to sort and filter drop down arrow to apply filters, or else you can go to data tab. See, the data tab contains all the commands which are used to perform various operations on data, right? Okay, so what is the use of filter? Filter is used to display columns data based on the criteria. So again I will apply the filter. Just select the column header. Why? Because column header represents the heading of each and every column. Okay, so click on drop down arrow. So when you apply filter, see, drop down arrows are displayed at the right corner of each and every column heading, right students? So now if you want to view the particular information that you want to work with, simply click on drop down arrow and uncheck the select all option. One second, I'll zoom the screen. Okay. Okay. Is it clear to you all, students? Very good. Yes, nested if means inserting if function in another if function. Very good. As Control Shift L is the shortcut key to apply filters. So now click on the drop down arrow. So again we have sort options like sort A to Z, sort Z to A. Okay, if you want to sort the data, simply click on sort A to Z. So D, H, R, S, U, right? So if you want to sort the data in descending order, that is just select sort Z to. That means filter also provide sorting options. And again click on the drop down arrow, go to text filters option, select any one of them, okay, that is equals. Then you will get this dialog box. See, name of the student equals, okay. So you can enter the name or a character and then click on OK. Okay, so like this we can apply number filters or text filters. See, the filter is mainly used to display the relevant information and it hides the remaining information. Why? Because it hides the rest of the cells temporarily from the view. Okay, so when you want to remove the filter, simply press Ctrl Shift L, then see, all the records are displayed again. Okay students, so we have number filters and text filters. So that means filters can be applied to text data or for the number data. Clear students? Do you understand about filters? See, yes or no? Do you understand about filters? Come on students, just say yes or no, or else if you have any doubts, then post your questions. Come on students, do you understand? So filter is mainly used to view the particular information. So that means if a worksheet contains a lot of data, then we can easily modify the particular data by applying filters in Excel sheet. See, if you want to apply cell color, see someone asked about how to apply cell color. Just click on particular cell. For example, here I want to apply a color for the cell that contains Uma. Okay? First click on that cell and go to home tab. Under font group we have, see, highlight fill color tool, so which contains different colors. Okay. I'll select green. So like this we can apply the colors for individual cells. So if you want to apply color for the entire row, simply click on the row number. So that is row 8. Just click on the row number, then the entire row is automatically selected. So if you want to apply the color for the entire row, then you can go to fill color tool. Okay, so like this you can apply colors for individual cells or for entire row or for entire column. So if you want to select the entire column, simply click on the column letter. Okay, so here the column D is selected. See, simply filter is used to sort out the data, right? Just select the column header and go to sort and filter tool. Click on filter. Okay, see, Control Shift plus L, see the shortcut is available. So if you move pointer or the option, see, it enables filtering of the selected cells. Once filtering is turned on, click the arrow in the column header to choose a filter for the column. So why? Because the arrows are appeared at the right side of the cell. Click on filter. Okay, so if you want to apply filter, that means if you want to modify or if you want to view a particular records based on criteria. For example, here I want to display the records that the subject 1 contains 90. Click on the arrow and then uncheck the select all option. Okay, so that means I want to view the records of students, those who got 90 marks only. Okay, so here only one student secured 90 marks in subject 1. So that means we can view the information easily. So without searching the entire sheet, we can easily apply the filter. Okay, again, yes, we can apply multiple filters. Go to subject 2, again 78 is appeared. Okay, only one value is there. So why? Because we have only one record that contains 90. So result pass. Okay, and go to that arrow. So if you want to view all the records, simply you can select all the records, or else you can check on select all option. Okay, and again now I want to see the records of students who secured pass marks. So then go to result and click on the arrow and then uncheck the fail option. Click on OK. Okay. Yes, we can view the 3 records, those who got pass marks. Okay. First cell color, see, first you need to apply cell color and then you can go to custom sort option. See, custom sort means as we can sort the data that can be filled with colors. Okay, so we can sort the font color data, we can sort the cell color data. That means we can easily place the particular data at the top or bottom of the table. Now is it clear? Surya Lakshmi? So Lalita, so one second, so click on parcel, okay. So here we use if function to print pass or fail, okay. See here, this is the formula, that is if, okay, and the result pass should be displayed by checking all these conditions, that is C8 greater than or equal to 50, D8 greater than or equal to 50 and E8 greater than or equal to 50. See, if all these conditions are true, then it returns pass, otherwise it returns fail. So like this we can apply if function to print the result pass or fail. Clear, Lalita? Very good. So like this we can apply filters. So if you want to remove this, simply Control Shift L. See, filter can hide the remaining data temporarily but not permanently. Okay students, and the next one is find, go to and replace. Okay, what is the shortcut key for find? So like MS Word, we can easily find for a particular text or for a particular number in Excel. We can replace the new text with an existing one. Okay, find and replace is used to search or replace the content. What is the shortcut key for find and replace option, students, or tools? What is the shortcut key? See, when you click on find and select drop down arrow, find, replace, go to special, as we can directly move to the formulas, comments. See, if comments are inserted in Excel, we can directly jump to the particular comments, conditional formatting, constant, data validation, select object, selection pane, etc. Okay, now what is the shortcut key for find, replace and go to? Why? Because these 3 are the important on this tool. Okay, come on students. So what is the shortcut key for find, replace and go to? We already discussed find, replace and go to options in MS Word, right? See, the same shortcut keys are used here to search for particular text. Yes, very good. Control plus F is for find and Control plus H is for replace. Control plus G for go to. Very good, Darvesh. Yes. Control plus F is for find. So press Control plus F, or else you can go to find and replace. Okay. Can go to find and replace tool and click on drop down arrow. So here I will press Control plus F. Okay. So here find and replace are available in a single dialog box. Find what? Okay. So if you want to search a particular text, like here I want to search for a name, that is Uma. Just enter the text that you want to search in find what text box. See, here 2 tabs are available. First one is find and second one is replace. Now I want to search for a particular text, that is Uma, on the sheet. Okay. Just enter your word on find word text box and click on find next. See here Uma is highlighted, right? And click on find next. Okay. See only one cell contains the text Uma. So now I want to search for a particular number, that is 89. So that means we can search any text or any number by using find tool. Okay, find next. As here 90 is available on this cell. Again find next. Again it moves to the next cell. Just observe the screen, students. Okay. Again click on find next. So again it searches for the particular number, that is 90s, that is available in another row. In another row. So in the same row, okay. Again 90. Again 90. Okay. So like this we can easily search for a particular number or text, right students? So now we will see how to use replace. Yes, the replace command is used to replace the new text with an existing one. So first enter the number or text that you want to replace. So that is in find word text box. That means first it searches for the particular text. So that's why first enter your number or text on find word text box and replace with. Here I would like to replace the 90 with 100. Enter 100 in replace with text box. Okay. If you want to replace the first occurrence, simply click on replace. Just observe the screen. Okay. At the bottom of the window. Okay, right. So bottom of the screen. See here 90 is replaced with 100, right? So when you click replace for the first time, it will replace the text, that is the number 100 with 90, okay. It replaces the first occurrence. Next click on replace. So first it searches for the particular number and then it replaces with new content. Okay. Again 90 is replaced with 100. See if you want to replace all occurrences at a time. So that means wherever the 90 is available and the 90s are replaced with 100 at a time, simply you can click on replace all. Okay. What will happen, students? See here 90s are replaced with 100 and again you will get the message like Excel has completed its search and has made 4 replacements. Click on OK. Okay. Clear, students? Okay, how to cut and paste the colon. Okay, someone asked about how to cut and paste the colon. As your answer is visible from AWDC KKD. Okay, do you understand about find and replace? Do you understand about find and replace? So what about go to? Okay, so go to is used to directly jump to the particular bookmarks or sheets, etc. Okay. Sorry, here. Okay, so someone asked about how to cut and paste the cell content, right? So like MS Word, first click on the cell. Okay, so what is the shortcut key to cut the text? Ctrl plus X. Okay, see it looks like a blanket border, right? So now see if you want to paste it on another cell, select that location. That means select the cell, select another cell and then press Ctrl V. Clear? So like this we can copy and paste the text, and we can cut and paste the text like MS Word. So if you want to copy the text pass to another cell, press Ctrl C and then select another cell, press Ctrl V. Clear? Okay. Again I will press Ctrl Z, okay, to cancel all these operations. Okay? Clear? So this is about find and replace. Okay? So just observe the home command, students. As home command contains clipboard group, font group, alignment, number, style, cells and editing group. See, almost all the important commands in Excel are available in home tab, like conditional formatting, sorting and filtering, functions. Okay, functions. So this is the best feature in Excel. We can perform any type of calculations by inserting functions or by using formulas. Okay, and find, replace and go to are also available under home tab. Next, what is the next tab? Insert. So what is the use of insert tab in MS Word, students? What is the use of insert tab in MS Word? See, insert tab contains all the commands. Here I will print pass or fail based on subject marks. So what's your name? Very good, very good. Yes, insert tab helps to insert pictures, smart arts, clip arts, charts, etc. or any other type of objects. Very good, Jyotika, very good. Okay, here I will print pass or fail based on subject marks, that is subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Okay, so that means if subject marks is greater than or equal to 50, or if subject 2 and the subject 2 value is greater than 50 and subject 3 value is greater than 50, then the result should be pass. So that means if is mainly used to check a single condition, right? If you want to check multiple conditions at a time, see, nested if is used to check the conditions individually, right? Whereas multiple conditions are checked by using AND function or OR function. So that means we use AND or OR function, so based on a requirement. Here we use AND function to print pass or fail. That means if AND of if C8, that means 89 is greater than or equal to 50, yes, it is true, and D8 67 is greater than or equal to 50, as it is true, and E8 greater than or equal to 50, that is 67 greater than or equal to 50, as true. See, if all these conditions are true, then AND functions returns true. If function returns true, then it returns a true value that is given instead of true. Okay, so that means pass. What is the syntax of if? If logical test, value if true, value if false. If this function returns true, then it returns the true value, that is pass. Otherwise it returns the value fail. Clear? So like this we can check multiple conditions at a time by using AND or OR function inside if function. So why? Because AND function individually returns either value true, that is boolean value TRUE, true, or false. If you want to return our own text, simply use if function. Okay? Clear? Pavitra, clear? Okay, now insert tab. Okay. So go to insert. As insert contains pivot table, pivot charts, as Pivot charts are similar to charts, but it is used to analyze and summarize the large amount of data sets. So if you want to insert picture, go to insert and click on picture. Then insert picture dialog box will be appeared on the window, and then browse for the pictures. I think the pictures are not available on my system. Okay, select the picture that you want to insert on your sheet and then click on insert. Okay, then you can reduce the size of the picture by clicking on sizing handles. Like this, okay. Here the picture is very big in size, okay. So if you want to reduce the size of the picture, simply click on sizing handles. So click on the arrow. And reduce the size of the picture. So like this we can insert pictures, so like MS Word, okay. Here, so if you want to delete the picture, select the picture and press delete button on your keyboard. Okay students, next one, clip art. When you click on the clip art, again the clip art task pane will be appeared on the right side of the, one second. Okay, so when you click on a clip art command, simply clip art task pane will be appeared on the right side of the window. Simply enter the text. For example, here I'll enter computer. Click on go. See, it displays all the images related to the entered word. See, just double click on the particular clip art to automatically insert on the sheet. Okay, and again you can reduce the size or you can increase the size of the clip art. Clear students? See, one clip art is inserted. Okay, so like this we can easily modify the inserted clip arts or pictures. See, when you insert a picture or clip art, again under pictures tools, format tab is appeared on the ribbon. Okay, again format tab contains all the formatting features that are applied to the inserted pictures or clip arts. See, we already discussed in MS Word. Okay, Smart Art. So what is the use of Smart Art, students? See, it is used to display the information, okay, visually. That means Smart Art graphic is used to visually communicate the information. So click on the Smart Art, then you will get this dialog box which contains all categories of Smart Arts. So based on requirement, select any one of Smart Art under these categories: list, process, cycle, hierarchy, relationship, matrix, pyramid and picture. And you can insert any one of the Smart Art. See, at the right side of the dialog box, simply it gives the description about the selected Smart Art. So you can enter the text. Okay. So enter your text manually instead of the text. Okay. Okay, students. Is the screen is clear? Yes, your answer is visible. Okay, like this you can enter the text in Smartart Pictures. Clear, students? So what is next one? So if you want to delete the clip art, again select the clip art and press delete button. Screenshot. So what is the use of screenshot, students? So what is the use of screenshot? So screenshot, insert a picture of any program that is not minimized to the taskbar. So when you click on screen clipping, it inserts the picture of any part of the screen. Okay. See, these are all the currently opened windows. So if you want to take the screenshot of any one of the windows, simply click on screen clipping. So now I do not want to take the screenshot of any window. Okay. So if you want to take the screenshot of any particular window, then simply click on screen clipping. Now the most important feature in MS Excel is charts. See, chart is one of the best feature in Excel. Okay. So chart is used to analyze and summarize the data graphically. Yes, we have different types of charts. Simply if you want to insert the chart, you can select your data on your sheet. Okay, for example here, now I want to insert the chart for the student names. Okay, for example, select the entire column or select the name column. Okay, and then press and hold control key, and again select here I want to insert the chart for student names and result. I want to view the chart that contains student names and result. Okay, so first select any column and then press and hold control key to select another columns. See here I will select only two columns, that is result column and name of the student column. Clear? Now you can go to charts group. See, first one is column chart. See, the column charts are used to compare values across categories. So if you want to compare values in chart, simply we use column chart. So next one, line chart. So let's see one by one. As line charts are used to display trends over time. Okay, so if you want to view the trends, then simply we use line chart. Okay, line chart is suitable to display trends over time. And pie chart. See, pie charts display the contribution of each value to a total. Okay, and next one is bar chart. See, these are the best chart type for comparing multiple values. So if you want to compare multiple values, use bar chart. Next one is area chart. See, area chart emphasize differences between several sets of data over a period of time. See, like this we can insert chart. So based on the particular type of chart, see, when you click on other charts drop down arrow, so these are the different types of charts provided by MS Excel. So just click on all chart types, then you will get this dialog box, insert chart dialog box, and all the categories are available in a single dialog box. Column charts. Okay, line, second one is line, pie. See, all types of charts are displayed in a single box. Bar chart, area chart, XY scatter chart, stock, surface, roughness, bubble, red. For example, here I want to insert bar chart, okay, or else column chart, okay. Select any one of the type, okay. Here I will select the first one, so which is the default column chart. First select any one of the chart and then click on OK. 1 second students. See here, just select the, so first select the names and then select the result, insert, click on column chart. Or the easiest way is, so what happens students? Just observe the sheet tabs students. Just observe the sheet tabs. Here sheet 5 UMA, BSc, BB and BC are available. Now chart 1 tab is available. As workbook is used to create charts and sheets, right? So the shortcut key to insert a chart in a new sheet, that means a new chart tab, simply use F11. F11 is used to create a new chart tab, right? And go to insert, okay. So when you insert a chart, simply three tabs are appeared on the ribbon. Design, layout, format. See, if you want to format the inserted chart, see, go to format, okay, and select any one of them. See, ODOT styles will be applied to the text, right? And layout, to change the layout of the chart, simply you can go to layout tab and you can insert pictures, data labels, titles, etc. Okay, for example, here I want to insert the title as okay. So like this we can apply formatting options and we can change the layout and we can apply different types of designs by using these tabs, okay. So like in MS Word, we can insert as many number of charts for the selected data. Clear students? So like this we can insert charts. One second, I'll zoom the screen. Okay students, so like this different types of charts are available, and under sparklines again line charts, okay. You can select the range, so you can select the range, okay, a location range, select the location range that you want to insert the sparklines and click on OK. See, the cells are not in the same row. Here the reference location is not accepted students. So if you want to insert line or column winner loss lines, simply click on these type of sparklines, okay. And again text box, yes, you can easily insert the text box, or else you can enter the text directly inside the cells, okay, or in smart art pictures, okay. So if you want to insert text behind the image or in front of the image, simply use text box to insert the text. Again same options, that is header and footer, ODOT, signature line, object, equation, symbols are available in insert tab. Okay, what is the use of header and footer students? What is the use of header and footer? Okay. So later we will discuss about the creation of mail, okay, and how to send mail to multiple recipients. So how to insert charts? First select the data that you want to insert and click on a particular category, okay. So like this you can insert any number of charts. Here the chart is not inserted with all names. Here only one type of chart is inserted instead of any other types. Just you can try it on your system or laptop, students. So go to insert and select the data and again click on a particular type, okay. So this is the way to insert charts in Excel. Clear, students? So what is the use of header and footer? See, header and footer is the best feature in MS Word. Why? Because see, Word document contains number of pages. See, if you want to put the common information or if you want to include the common information on each and every page, at top or bottom of the page, simply we use header and footer. Header means top of the page and footer means bottom of the page. Clear, students? So what is the next one? Page layout tab. Again, page layout tab contains margins, orientation, size. So we have two orientations, portrait and landscape. Portrait means vertical direction of page and landscape means horizontal direction of page. And again size, you can select the size of the paper, so while printing the sheets, okay. Sheet data, letter, tabloid, legal, executive. One second, I will zoom the screen. Is it clear now? Is it clear now, students? Yes, okay. Okay, these are the different types of print areas, set print area, clear print areas. We can set the print area in Excel sheet. Again breaks, okay, background. If you want to insert the background of the sheet, insert picture as its background, simply you can select any one of them and click on insert. Just observe the sheet, students. So the image is inserted at the background of the sheet. Clear? So did you observe this? Okay. So if you want to delete, simply again see the background option. Click on the background, that is delete background. So if you want to insert the background of the sheet, simply click on background and select the picture that you want to insert it as a background of the sheet, or else you can delete the background by clicking on delete background, okay. And if you want to change the width and height of the row and column, simply you can set the size of the width and size of the height on scale to fit group. And next group is sheet options. See, if you want to hide the grid lines, see, now the sheet looks like a normal page, right? So if you want to hide the grid line, simply uncheck the view option, okay. So if you want to view the grid line, simply click on view. Clear, students? So for example, if you want to view the headings, okay, click on view, otherwise you can uncheck the view. So headings means here row names and column names, okay. So that means columns are named as letters, that is it starts from A, and rows are named as numbers, that is it starts from 1. So if you want to hide the column and row heading, simply uncheck the view. Okay, again you can click on the view. Okay, so if you want to set the position of the pictures, then click on bring forward, send backward, selection pane, align, etc. See, all these tools are used to set the position of the picture, that is arrange group. Okay, so page layout contains all the commands that are applied to the selected sheets or current sheet. Formulas. Yes, we already discussed about the formulas tab. Why? Because see, all functions are available in one single dialog box, that is insert function dialog box. So under the formulas tab, the first command is insert function. Shift F plus F3 is the shortcut key, and again formulas tab displays all the categories of functions individually, that is AutoSum. See, AutoSum is already available under home tab. Recently used functions are available in recently used category. Financial, all financial functions are available in financial category. Logical, text, date and time, lookup and reference, math and trick, etc. Okay. Mail merge, okay. It's not merge, merge, okay. Merge means combine. Clear students? Again data tab. Yes, the next tab is data tab. Data tab contains sort and filter and some more commands which are used to apply on selected data. So if you want to remove duplicates, click on remove duplicates. First select the data and then you can click on remove duplicates. Okay. For example, here I select all these cells and click on remove duplicates. Again click on remove duplicates on this dialog box. Okay, and again it asks about the particular column. See, here I will select, see all the columns are selected here. First I will unselect all and again I will click on subject 3. See, 2 duplicate values found and removed, 5 unique values remain. See, when we want to remove the duplicate values, go to data tab and select the range of cells. So first select the range of cells and then you can go to data tab and then click on remove duplicates command. So remove duplicates option will helps you to remove all the duplicates and it remains the unique values. Okay, see here all the cells contains unique values, that is 67, 100, 89, 90. See here 90 is repeated previously. So now all the duplicate values are removed. Right students? Okay. So in the next class we will discuss about the data validation, which is very important, and consolidate, and then again we will start PowerPoint. Okay students, thank you everyone. We will meet in the next class. Thank you students.